Brandon, do you think it's fair to say he's the most famous fan of this show that we have?
I
think that would limit the fans.
It is fair
that we know of, at least.
That we know of.
That we know of. We've heard whispers of certain guys that watch the show.
Sure. Is it fair to call you a fan of the show?
Absolutely. I probably listen 3.5 days out of 5.
Oh, that's
more than I'm here.
That's more than Brandon.
Yeah.
No chance I'm here 3.5. And if I am here 3.5, the half is very phoned in. Like this one.
The consistency. You guys are on every day.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's a big part of it. And so, yeah. And for those that don't know why I'm here, I think why I'm here is that many moons ago, I was doing a segment on my show, which I did this morning, and I just walked in. So thank you guys. Sorry, I was like 3 minutes late. Did my show this morning, came up. But on my show, we were talking about niche celebs, which wasn't meant as any sort of like
You have to stop apologizing.
I know, but it felt like that.
Every time you talk about this, you're like, guys, I'm so sorry. You don't have to be sorry.
And I was like, my favorite ones, and I mentioned both of you guys, and then it got back around, and then here we are. So you guys are celebrities to me, so this is super cool.
When you did do the niche celebrities. Nobody has a problem with the word
took offense
niche celebrity.
Yeah.
Nobody has a problem with that, but you did mention Mark Titus first, and way more than you mentioned me though. But no, it was fine. It wasn't a big deal. But you were like, you niche celebrities. Mark Titus.
I hated Brandon at first. Like this, I feel like everybody's relationship with Brandon is this: you hate him at first, you then find him interesting and entertaining, and then you love him because I hated him because he was such a Mississippi State guy and I'm such an Arkansas guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, who is this guy? He's like lower class than us, and we're low.
Yeah. It's hard to do.
And he's talking down to us.
Yeah, right.
And so I really hated it. And then I understood what it was, all a gimmick of insecurity because he's from Starkville.
Yeah, but there is that transition period where you're like, I don't necessarily hate him, but like, what am I looking at? Like, I can't, this is, who is this?
It's not insecurity.
I have it too, though.
Yeah. But then I'm not from Starkville. I'm from West Point.
No, but still,
different.
and I'm not from Fayetteville. I'm from Central Arkansas, but the same.
Where are you from? Yellville? What are you from?
No, from like Hot Spring, Mountain Pine, actually, 700 population.
Mountain Pine's beautiful.
How do you
never heard of Mountain Pine?
I've heard of Mountain Pine. It has the Shell station there.
You ever been
the BP station?
No Shell stations.
I was guessing.
What's the closest town that's ever been mentioned in a country song from where you grew up?
Little Rock. An hour.
Oh yeah.
Like
now, when you think Little Rock, do you think Colin Ray's Little Rock, or do you think Leanne Womack a little past Little Rock and Reba? Yeah, the Little Rock. Yeah.
I mean, you got to think Colin Ray. Right?
You got to think Colin.
You got to think.
I go Colin Ray first.
How far is Little Rock?
Hour. Like when we went to town was Hot Springs, but when we went to the city. It was Little Rock. And my dream was to always do like radio and television in Little Rock because that's where Ned Perme was from, the weatherman. And when you're from a small town, the weatherman is like the most famous person.
Yeah.
And so he was the weatherman in Little Rock, and I thought if I could ever meet Ned Perme, never got to meet him.
You never met Ned Perme?
No, he's my third favorite niche celebrity.
I assume he's no longer with us.
Is he dead?
I don't think he's.
Well, then you can still meet him.
I know.
The way you said it.
Well, see if Ned Perme is dead. Perme, Perme, Ned Perme.
The way you said I never got to meet him suggested he has moved on to the afterlife, and you're not going to have the chance.
Ned Perme?
Is he alive?
And also, TJ, while you're at it, can we find clips of him in action?
He played piano too. That's him. Every Christmas he played piano on Channel 7.
He looks very alive.
Yeah, 2018 he retired.
He retired in 2018.
Its farewell was a scary headline there.
LIP, Ned Perme.
I have a surprise. But we can't get it to work.
It's not happening.
I don't know. I mean, the show, we got to end it.
Is it a surprise for him or for me?
Is it Garth Brooks?
It's Garth Brooks, yeah. He's going to sing.
Sometimes.
Tomorrow never comes. Yeah.
Connor, why don't you riff a little
But now we...
Who is the surprise
now we
for?
wait.
Now I'm worried.
That's what I'm wondering.
Now I'm
Now we
worried
wait.
it's a joke on me.
But except me and TJ, because we know, but it's also
Brandon knows who it is.
If it's Ned Perme, you guys...
It's a surprise for all of us, and I can't...
You
I can't
crushed
figure
that in
out-
such a timely way.
Dude, if it
is Ned Perme. Then.
No, that's the greatest ever. If it's Ned Perme, give you guys an Oscar, Grammy, or whatever you give.
Oh, we're going for Emmy.
Oh, my bad. I got it. Brandon, you know who this is?
I don't know what's going on.
Hello?
Hello, it's Bobby. Who's this?
Hey, it's Ned.
No way.
Ned Perme.
Are you kidding?
This is Ned Perme.
Bobby, we screwed up a Zoom call.
Is this? Hey, sing Tomorrow Never Comes. Hey, so Ned, we've never met.
I can't understand how that has happened.
Did you know I wrote in my book about 3 people that I've never met? It was you, Sting, and Mark Grace. Do you know that I've had a Ned Perme fascination for like the past, 25 years of my life?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah. Glad that book made it over there to you. Well, listen, growing up, you were heroic in Mountain Pine, Arkansas, not only because you were super consistent on Channel 7 News, not only that, but when you played piano at Christmas, brought a tear to this dead inside kid's eye.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
That makes me feel great, Bobby.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate you. I have no idea how they got a hold of you, but A+ to them. And
Ned Perme.
And thank you for coming on the show. This is a highlight for me.
Oh, you're welcome. Are you still on the show?
Yeah.
We're still on the air right now.
Yeah, we're on the air, Ned. Ned, if you're ever in Chicago,
Okay.
come on by.
You told me that.
Sorry.
No, I would have protected you. Don't worry. They just handed me the phone, but I would have protected Ned at all costs. Hey, do you still live in Arkansas, Ned?
Yeah, I've been here for 41 years now.
Man, one day.
Once I retired, it's been almost 7 years since I retired from Channel 7. I spent 34 years here and 6 years in Mobile, Alabama, and that equals 40, and that was enough.
I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to be vulnerable with this question. Have you ever heard of me?
Yes, I've heard of
Okay.
you.
Oh, all right. There we go.
God.
There we go.
And that's okay if you hadn't, because a lot haven't.
It's a scary question.
Ned, can we set up a meeting for you and Bobby? You guys got to meet in person.
Well, you live in Nashville, don't you, Bobby?
I do, but I'm back home a lot in Arkansas. I plan to be governor one day, so let's have lunch sometime. I'd love to.
Hey, I'd love that. Seriously.
Awesome.
So you have my number now.
I do. I'm going to get it.
There we
anyway.
go.
Yes, sir. Well, Ned, we hate to keep you, but thank you so much for answering, and I look forward to forming a long and substantial relationship with you.
Thank you so very much.
All right,
I
Ned.
appreciate the call.
See you later.
Okay.
It's Ned Perme.
How'd you do that?
How'd you do that? How'd you get Ned Perme?
We got a hell of a booker, though. We got a hell of a booker.
Josh.
So Josh was like, "We got Ned Perme. You want him to zoom in?" I was like, "Yeah."
How'd you get him so
But then
fast?
apparently, like Ned, not that it's his fault, but like we couldn't figure out the zoom, and that's why I was stalling, because I was like, we gotta get if Ned is on standby, we gotta wait for Ned to get on the show.
Wait, I was on text. I was on that text the whole time.
Yeah. Bobby, you gotta tag mostly. You gotta go to lunch, and you gotta keep us in the loop, because we're invested in this now.
Maybe not as player friendly or player forward, which we can get into. I mean, this man literally is the genesis of modern NFL free agency.
And you might say, how could that be?
I don't think many people know that. He held
I
out
started.
longer than anybody else.
I held out all of 1990.
1990, I remember that. Yeah.
I held out the longest in NFL history.
Mm-hmm.
See, Bob, you don't have to.
Mercenary.
And the bottom line, the players were for me. I mean, I'm a capitalist. I'm like, what's my market value? Well, Jim Finks, who was old school, general manager, Vikings, Bears.
So Benson owned them, right?
Yes.
Tom
Benson just bought him in 1985.
Yeah.
That's another story. Had the largest signing bonus in NFL history from 1922 to 1985. All of a sudden, I think I'm going to Seattle Seahawks after the USFL folded. And here I'm going to go to Seattle.
Yeah.
Because that's when they were in the same division with the Raiders.
That's right.
My head coach was Charlie Sumner with the Oakland Invaders. Al Davis is out of practice all the time.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they go, oh, he's going to go to the Raiders. So the Seahawks don't want me to go there. So all of a sudden the Seahawks are going to give me a $500,000 signing bonus, $2 million for 4 years, $500,000 signing bonus. Now you got to remember Joe Montana.
Brandon Walker deal.
Joe Montana, who already won Super Bowls, he had like $785,000. I go, man, that's almost like Joe Montana. And I never forget, Mr. Benson just bought the team. The Saints aren't moving to Jacksonville. The governor gets involved, Edwin Edwards. We need some local flavor. So they call my dad, the local senator. They go, no. And my agent, Greg Campbell, who looked like a cross between Barry Manilow and Gene Wilder if they made a baby.
That's quite the
and
cross.
If you would see that visual and actually get it, he goes, Bobby, this is awesome. He goes, and his claim to fame, he was Howie Long, Lyle Zato's agent, old school players. And so he goes, no, the Saints want you. This could be a great opportunity. So I'll never forget, you're sitting in negotiation like this, and they're going to give me a $750,000 signing bonus. That's right on the Joe Montana. I go, this is awesome. He goes, no, that's not enough. And I'm like, what is he doing? If he screws this up, I'm firing him right now.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of bull. What are you doing? And so all of a sudden, they talking back and forth. That's why a player should never be in a negotiation. Finally, I said, I got to go pee. I have to go to the restroom. So I left, and I was probably gone 20, 25 minutes. I'm in the bathroom. I'm pacing.
Long piss.
No, I don't know how?
No. I was like pacing. I was just like, if he screws this up, I'm firing him.
Yeah.
And they called me back in the room. I guess they didn't want me in there. And all of a sudden, I think, whoa. So they got it all worked out. All of a sudden, they slide a check across the table.
That fast?
$1.2 million.
Wow.
I had the record for a few months. Then Dan Marino and like Eric Diggins said, well, who's this Hebrew guy from the USFL?
Mm-hmm.
Then they get $2 million signing bonus. Now the rest is history. Dan Marino, no one ever could spin it like Dan Marino.
Yeah.
Dan Marino, now they thought, oh, rookie,
I like this.
He's going to get to the Super Bowl, and then you get a bunch of Super Bowls. You got to have the supporting cast.
He didn't have a defense.
Exactly. Dan Marino, people don't realize, he threw for 5,000 yards when 5,000 yards meant something. They knocked the crap out of the quarterback. Now they hit you they lay you down. Oh, you can't hit you too hard. I got hit so hard one time by Reggie White. I remember him in the ground, my eyes are crossed, and then all of a sudden, usually they talking crap to you. I mean, when you're playing the Raiders and they all talking, we could be here all day and all that. Well, Reggie White sticks out his hand. They never pick. And then all of a sudden, I did this, my eyes are crossed, and he's witnessing to me. He says, Jesus loves you. and then all of a sudden, I go like, and I'm thinking, what if he was really mad? I think he could kill me. I think he literally could kill me.
Yes.
That's was Buddy Ryan's even. They had Seth Joyner. They had Clyde Simmons.
Yeah.
And then the one that everyone talks about,
Jerome
Golick.
Brown.
Really? That's the old Eagles defense.
And Golick and all. Golick was just like starting, but no Mike and Mike days and all. But I mean, Clyde Simmons and then Reggie White. And then Andre Waters, who couldn't pass coverage, but would knock the crap out of you. Late hits. I mean, I never forget the Reggie White hitting me so hard. And it was so humbling because I played against him in the USFL. He was with the Memphis Showboats, before Eagles and the Packers. But when he was like, the minister of the defense, he's an ordained Baptist minister, and he's picking me up. And he's saying, Jesus loves you.
Yeah.
That's crazy to play football in love, where normally you're just having.
And he's not even mad. He just knocked the crap out of me, tossing people everywhere. And he's just like going about his business.
His job.
T-Bob, you played O-line. Have you ever gone back and watched Reggie White highlights where he's taking his right arm and he's throwing all pro. He's throwing like Hall of Fame tackles with one arm, throwing them to the ground.
It's like a bit of an evolution of the old. Was it Deacon Jones who did the head slap? Which is highly illegal now, but
give you a concussion with a head slap. Bang.
Smack your bitch ass. And Reggie White would do that. It just made it legal where he'd get on. He was just so strong.
He'd get right here
and toss you.
Toss you out the club.
Now, the only other guy to me that I was intimidated by also was LT, Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
Usually you go to the line and you kind of wink at the guys and you're messing with them. Now, I think that's when maybe on that little candy, a little sniffing stuff. And then all of a sudden I remember I'm looking at Lawrence Taylor and I'm like, whoa, he looks possessed. He looks like a wolf. Mm-hmm. And I was like, whoa, I was so freaked out.
You didn't wink at him?
No. I was like, oh, I better get it. Like, you get the ball like in theory. Okay, 1,001, 1,002. Okay, throw it. When we were playing the Giants, like, and they had Lyndon Marshall from LSU, like 1,001, throw it, bam, I'm getting hit. And I remember one time we had, ended up being outstanding guard in the NFL, Jim Dombrowski, first-round draft pick out of the University of Virginia, is playing tackle. And I remember, like bull rush. They'll run you over or speed rush, get around you. And remember, I'm getting waylaid. And I go, come on, Dumbro, you got to slow him down. And I'm saying a few choice words and all that. And then he was so discouraged. He goes, like, basically almost, like, I'm trying. And then, like, just fighting his behind off and was an outstanding guard.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I said, whoa, that's, a long day.
Well, this isn't a pass rusher, but did you ever get hit by Ronnie Lott?
Yes. Yeah. On a blitz. Yeah, the cover zero, and they come in. I don't know if this is urban legend, but I think this really happened. Don't you know, if you look at Ronnie Lott's hand, I don't know, is that for right?
Yeah, that's real.
That the tip of his finger
goes the other way.
He just told he told the trainer to cut it off. He got caught in the jersey.
Like halftime of the Super Bowl or something.
He got caught in the jersey, and they said, just clip it off. And then Ronnie Lott, talking about bringing it. No, he was I got this Ronnie Lott story. Now that you brought that up, Craig Hayward.
My bad.
His son, Cameron Hayward.
Yeah, Craig Ironhead.
Yeah, Craig Ironhead Hayward, his son Cameron, plays with the Steelers. Well, with Ironhead, he's in the backfield, and all of a sudden we play in the 49ers, and then we're in the red zone. They go, they're going to blitz. And we practice this. Oh, this is a touchdown. This is a touchdown. It's going to happen. And all of a sudden, I see Ronnie Lott coming off the corner. Now I'm going to catch it and basically throw it because they come and they bring in the blitz. We have the right play. Eric Martin was my go-to receiver at the time. And so with Ironhead, Craig Hayward, all of a sudden, he goes the wrong direction. And he doesn't block like Lott coming off the corner. The outside guy's going to be free. And I go, Head, what are you doing? We just practiced all week. You got to block him. And I couldn't even chew him out or get on him more because he goes, oh, man, I forgot. and he's laughing. I go, this is like crazy.
My bad.
And then I go, oh, man, I forgot. I said, yeah, we just practiced this all week. And I couldn't get – I love having Ironhead in the backfield. It was like having a guard.
Yeah.
And June Jones loved him because he came to Saints Falcons and, it was like having an offensive guard in the backfield with the run and shoot, blocking those guys coming off the edge. So sorry to stop the QB conversation.
Okay. All right. How do y'all juxtapose the fact that Brian Kelly is a good coach with the fact that he just doesn't fit LSU at all? And if he goes 8-4, 9-3 again, you're all of you are going to throw him out and say he never fit.
So I think that I maintain that fit is an overrated point of focus because the only thing that matters is winning.
Yes, just win, baby.
Now, you can say that, like, maybe a bit of the ill fit is what leads to not winning.
Would Ed Orgeron have won that national title at LSU if he didn't fit like a glove?
No, he fit like a glove, but he was also the perfect time, the perfect moment. You were coming out of this super long Miles era. What's his name? Tom Herman, left you last minute when he was going to be your coach. He ended up going to take, a bunch of elements came together, and it was a perfect storm of good.
Yeah.
To create that national championship.
Coach O got Joe Burrow to come. People don't realize to come to LSU.
Look, Coach O was a damn good coach at LSU. I think he got lost in a little bit of the championship.
One of the greatest recruiters of all time, and he's my roommate in college.
But also their cousins.
And my cousin.
And what? So you can't say you
kind of buried the lead on that one.
No, Coach O. What? Coach O's dad and my grandma are first cousins. On not the Abear side and my mom's side.
Yeah.
Hey, T-Bob.
T-Bob. Whoa.
T-Bob.
One and only. What's up, big dog? How you doing?
Oh, man. That.
I've known that guy before he was born.
You went to school with his dad, right?
That's right.
You guys
high
go to
school.
High school, right? Yeah.
High school.
State champs.
And college roommates.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw his dad grow up, and I knew him before he was born. I tried to get him to come with me to Ole Miss, but his grandpa Bobby said he got to go down.
I'll say this, dude. O did the best job of recruiting of anybody out there. Is just, you know how it is. The Tigers, dude.
Ain't no question. Hey, you made the right decision. I was soon to follow you.
Man, Coach, you look great, bro.
Look good, man.
Hell yeah. They also. What you and my old man are second cousins. If they're grandma's sisters, I'm trying to remember.
It all depends. T-Bob.
It all depends.
When we win, everybody's our cousin. When we lose, nobody knows.
That's true. That is.
Coach, my favorite thing about you is, you had that funny viral clip a couple years ago after you left LSU, and they were like, $17 million, where's the door, or something like that. My favorite thing about you is when you got when you got paid out and you got your money, you could have gone anywhere in the world, and your ass went to Destin, Florida. I just love a guy that just goes to Destin, Florida when he comes into it.
That's our people, man. It's beautiful beaches. It's our people. That's where I love going, and I really love Destin. But right now I live in Miami Beach.
Oh, yeah.
It was I had to get away from the SEC fans a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of hard for me and my wife to go out to dinner without someone else coming, cheering for their team in front of me.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw you dress that Alabama fan down the other day. He had to learn a lesson real quick.
Right. That's right.
I don't take that very well.
Is it better in Miami? Not as many people stop you?
Yeah, you know, they may think my name is Raul Ortega down there. They don't
You were saying on PMT that you want to get you starting to feel the coaching itch again.
Think about it, T-Bob. It's coming, you know. I text the boys too much during the day. Hey, what's going on, man? How was practice? Daddy, leave us alone, man. You know, you can only go to the beach so many times. You know what I'm saying, guys? Now, look, I live 4.2 miles from South Point, okay? I run that boardwalk and that beach every day. So I have evaluated all the talent they have.
Yep.
So you're not recruiting, though. It's a big difference.
I got to be careful what I'm saying here.
No Cam Ward slipped through the cracks.
But I know every 5-star from 4.2 miles, I promise you.
Yeah. Oh, man. So you want to get back into it then. What do you think about all the new the kind of new set? I mean, everything has changed in the last 4 years.
I mean, NIL and portal have come a long way since.
It has. Yeah, it's different. It wasn't there when I was there. I will say this. Whoever navigates the best, you have to accept it because it's here.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can be old and say, well, that's not going to work. Whoever navigates through the new rules and the new system is going to have more success. So you have to embrace it. You have to embrace it, learn it, and go with it. You know what? I think the players ought to be paid.
Sure.
Now, this transfer portal, it's going to be a little bit different for me. If you pay a guy, a couple $1 million, and he leaves you after a year, there should be a contract there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If we're going to pay you some money, you stay with us for 3 years, and that's fair. I mean, it's like the NFL, but I think that's going to be coming.
What do you miss the most about coaching? What is it?
Game day, baby.
It's
game
day.
Game day. You know what I mean? It's just, I sit down on Saturday at my condo, and my wife. My wife goes back to Tennessee and take care of her kids. So I'm by myself for 7 days, and she comes for 7 days. That's all she can take me anywhere. But I sit down and I call Louis and I text
Scortino.
He's got the scoop on everything. And I'll sit down at 10 o'clock in the morning, and like most of us, if we can, and I won't go to bed till 12, 1 o'clock, and I'll watch football every day.
No way.
Oh, yeah. As much as I can. And, I've been to Notre Dame's practice. I've been to Baylor's practice. I've been to Tulane many times. I'm at Miami's 2 or 3 times a week. So I've been involved in football. It's hard to let go.
So are you, when you're sitting there alone watching, are you fighting the adrenaline?
That's what I was going to say. Do you ever actually when you're going to these practices? Do you ever just want to yell at a kid?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay. Like if you see an offensive lineman doing the wrong thing, you get on his ass.
Well, yeah, I kind of pull him aside. I remember one specific day. I reminded a guy what it is to be a Hurricane and wear that uniform. For the quick.
That 2019 LSU team, obviously very, very special. Scored the most points ever. Joe Burrow had the year that he had. Do you pay attention to the greatest of all time debates when people throw that LSU team up there and all that stuff? Do you pay attention to that stuff?
I know about it. Because I'm at Miami. Some of the ex-players of the 2001 team.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
They come ask me and say, Coach.
Well, that's my choice for the greatest team of all time, just because of the sheer NFL talent that was there.
They had it, And, look, I say, hey, guys, I'm just happy that we're in the conversation.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And the only way, we all know that, is to settle that on the field. But I do think with that team would have beat anybody. Now, I didn't study the 2001 team in Miami, because I was on the West Coast at USC trying to win games. But you look back at the teams that they had, phenomenal. But I know with Joe and the coaching staff that we had, I felt like we could beat anybody at any time. But, hey, you got to play it on the field.
When did that feeling first emerge with that team where you were like, I imagine – because you didn't have a ton of history of being like the top dog, like coaching a team that good, right? So I imagine for a lot of your career, you're like you're kind of trying to figure out what you have, and then at some point during that season, you're probably like,
right. You see it.
We're a fucking animal.
You see it.
Yeah. Was that like immediate at camp, or was it like somewhere along the line throughout the season?
We won 2 national championships at Miami.
Mm-hmm.
We won 2 national championships at USC. We had some great teams. I was the assistant, so I got to watch the blueprint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I knew what great teams looked like. You got pictures in your mind. So we go and play Texas. Man, what a game,
God,
man.
that was fucking
They made us walk through. They must have parked us, about 500 yards away, and we had to walk through the Texas crowd. And they were trying their best they can't. They wasn't SEC type yet, but they were trying their best. They put our band up in the corner, and behind the bench, they had 3 rows of the prettiest women you've ever seen. I'm
Coach,
like,
it seems you noticed.
I'm like, what a distraction. They had me looking. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa, guys, let's come back. Hey, you know what? And they were trying everything. What was that movie star? What they had?
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, he was on the sideline.
On the sideline doing this thing before the big 3rd and 19.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, 3rd and 19, T-Bob says it. And they give us 0 blitz, right? They're coming. We should have went. I get on the headset and say, Steve, let's go 4 minutes, because we couldn't stop their offense. And he goes, no, we're going for it.
Fuck yeah.
I said, all right, bro. I said to myself, if we don't make a first down, they're going to hang my ass off of the bridge in Baton Rouge when we get home. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. So we're going for it. It's 3rd and 19. They 0 blitzes. They come with the house, okay? Clyde picks up the linebacker. Lloyd picks up the middle linebacker. T-Bob knows it's A-gap 0, man. Joe takes his time. He slides to the left, and he lets Justin get clear across around it. Gets hit in the rib right when he throws it, and gives it to Justin, and we score. And I'm sitting on the sideline going, you asked me that question? When I was at Miami, when I was at USC, Reggie Bush, Cortez Kennedy, and Warren Sapp made those plays.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I said, we got us a team.
Yeah.
Because I think, myself personally, okay, that big-time players make big-time plays and big-time games.
Yep.
And that's where I saw it.
Yeah, you were in big-time games that whole year. You beat 7 top 10 teams or something ridiculous?
Yep.
But I'm more interested in talking about your current recruiting trips down in South Beach. 5 stars.
Yeah.
You need to come with me. It's fun.
I really do.
Are you noticing a common denominator between him and my father?
What is that?
Who will also
I sit on that couch and talk about the women?
Yeah.
That's all my behavior.
That's the exact same thing my dad did when he came in a few weeks ago.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, I love your father, right? I do. I was a roommate with him, right? And it was amazing. The phone, back then, you remember in the dorm room, you got one phone. There was no cell phones right there, right? So the nights that we were in for curfew, which could be few, so the phone would ring, right? Is Bobby there? And so we had to get him a long cord because I got tired of handing the damn cord. So, the first one, I just toss it to him, right? And, Bobby got a little duvet cover, and he's all comfortable over there. And back then, me a clean sheet was just flipping it over. Y'all remember those days, right? And, so the next call would come. About the 4th call. Well, look, what a tremendous competitor and a great friend. Tremendous competitor.
Y'all think you would have? Y'all think y'all would have stayed on the team nowadays? You think y'all could have made it?
I don't think so.
Philadelphia football. It's the people in the stand. We call them bleacher creatures. And they have no respect. Yeah. You would think your stadium would love to take in the money from another fan base.
Sure.
They don't want our money. They'll rather harass the people that come watch us than let them enjoy a game, and I think that's a shame. The Rams, not much to say about them. Everybody loves the Rams. They're just a lovable team.
Well, who are you wearing, Ebo?
This is Cooper Kupp. I got it at Discount Rack like a month ago.
Nice.
Oh, the National? Yeah.
Nice.
I would have worn my Darryl Green jersey, but I outgrew it about 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm going to say, they got the 28. It works, and I love that Carmelo now. I rock with Carmelo.
That's what I said, too, but it's not.
No. I think it's Jokic.
It's Jokic.
Is it Jokic?
Yeah.
My favorite football player.
It works, then.
Well,
I love it.
Why were you acting like we're not sure? Can you just turn around?
Yeah.
It's hard to say, for sure.
Okay.
Wait, does that not have a name on it?
It does.
It's just,
Jokic.
So it's Jokic. It just says Jokic.
Yeah, okay.
But it feels
Could
like
still be Carmelo.
It looked like Carmelo. I said Carmelo too.
It looked like the older version of the Nuggets jersey.
Right.
That's why I said Carmelo, which everybody debating should his jersey be hung in Madison Square Garden. What you think?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Come on, Brandon. Like
he had what, five good years there?
No.
Yeah, but he didn't win a championship.
He didn't win a championship.
Bernard King, come on, man.
Bernard King didn't win a championship.
Come on, but his name should be in the bleachers.
Bernard King should be. Bernard King was one of the best players of the 80s, and nobody talks about him anymore. Carmelo.
John Starks.
Okay, yeah.
Allen Houston.
If we're doing Allen Houston, we got to do everybody.
Come on.
We got to do Larry Johnson at that point if we do Allen Houston, right?
Nah, Larry didn't have that imprint.
We got to do Charles Oakley if we do Allen Houston?
Now, Charles Oakley, like put it like this, Charles, one of them guys stats ain't never going to blow you away.
Right, correct.
But his presence.
Yeah.
Right.
That's when the game had enforcers. That's when you had 4 hoopers and 1 enforcer.
Right.
That's right.
And he was the enforcer. And I don't think nobody did it better than him, Rodman, Anthony Mason, Bill Laimbeer.
Karl Malone was an enforcer.
Not like Bill Laimbeer.
He broke Isaiah Thomas's face.
I understand this, but when think about it, when you walked on the court with Bill Laimbeer, you were like, I'll probably leave with a black eye.
Yeah.
Like, you already knew I'm finna leave with a black eye.
But Laimbeer leaned too far in that direction. He went too far.
If you're going to be a villain.
Yeah.
And you play for the bad boys.
Just do it.
Be a villain. Like, I did, one thing I said, you know what? People see me as a villain in college. I'm going to be the Joker then.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the most apprehensive, unpredictable guy they could ever face.
Yeah.
Because he gives people problems. This one of my favorite villains all time is the Joker. Because he laughed while he doing stuff he should not be doing.
And that was you.
And that was me.
Well, you played in Philly twice a year, right?
Twice a year. It's a hard place to play. Could be the hardest place in football to play when it comes to fans. Because I played there in the vet.
Yeah.
When they had the vet. When they had the jailhouse at the bottom.
That hard-ass concrete.
Yeah, concrete with a carpet on it.
Yeah.
And every time I played there, the fans got to fight either with our fans or with their own fans for the right to spend the night in the vet jailhouse that was at the bottom of it. Like, it was a rite of passage for them to do that.
Bad people.
Yeah, Philadelphia Eagles.
Bad
people. I think that's what we're all gathering here.
Illiterate, too.
That's
a fact.
That's an undeniable thing. Yeah,
it's a fact.
I almost sounded illiterate by saying undeniable right there.
What's that in reference to?
Huh?
What's that in reference to?
51% of Philadelphia can't read.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either, but thanks for arming me with that.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's a serious problem, and I'm trying to help.
The school system is broken.
To help, yeah.
I've only known one guy from there in West Philadelphia. He was born and raised, but he didn't stay there.
Maybe that's why he left.
One of my favorite historians is from there, Benjamin Franklin, and Ben Franklin was all education.
He was a great.
He did some extracurriculars too, right? He liked to dabble a little bit,
but he did it in the name of American diplomacy.
Okay,
you got to realize he went overseas and helped stop wars. Left his wife here. Do you know this? Left his wife here. They sent him a letter say his wife had died. And he said, I ain't coming back.
Yeah, but Fred, do you think she was hot? Do you think Ben Franklin's wife was hot? You think she was hot?
But the women in France was, and that's why he stayed over there.
That's right.
Like, come on. Nobody ever talked about Miss Franklin as a ice blower now.
So it wasn't diplomacy. It was
No. We sent him over there on a mission.
Okay.
His mission was to
lay it down.
Bring peace by any means necessary.
Okay. All right.
Any means.
Well, that'll do it.
So guess what Ben did? He called for his grandson.
Yeah.
Come on over with me. His grandson stayed the rest of his life over there. Ben stayed a lot of time.
How does he know all this?
I'm a nerd.
Okay.
I'm a total nerd. Most people in the DMV really know that. Like, I went to the Higher Learning Institute, the Ivy League school of the South Mississippi State.
Thank you.
So the one thing I always had, I love to learn stuff, and especially when I got in the East Coast. This is nothing but history. Virginia, one of the oldest states. I could drive down the street and be in Jamestown. Right? Like
Gunston Hall.
Yeah, it's like nowhere I cannot go, and there's a piece of history there.
Where would you rather be than Starkville, Mississippi?
Nowhere.
French Riviera.
The thing gonna get rocked. Come on. You can only do that.
What about?
You know what he made fun of? You know what he made fun of earlier?
What's that?
He's like, "Where you at?" I said, "I'm from the Golden Triangle, which is Columbus, Starkville, and West." Right.
West Point.
Correct.
I wasn't making fun. I was throwing a flag. I was saying you can't just say Golden Triangle and expect everyone to know what you're talking about.
No, what you said, you can't just name yourself Golden Triangle.
And you can't. And I also don't think you could do that.
It's a great place in the world.
No. When we moved there, it was named the Golden Triangle.
That's right. My whole life.
But why is it named that? Is there gold there?
No.
What
you got to realize the home of Elvis is Tupelo is only right there. Then you got the W right there. Then you got so in Mississippi, this is called.
That ran out of steam fast.
No.
Ran out of steam fast.
It's in Mississippi. This is called the Golden Triangle.
Yeah,
correct.
And when we move there, we just take it out.
All right.
They're assholes, man. They're assholes. Just
Michigan winning national championship. Have you ever heard such a thing, Brandon?
I'm on both.
They've won one half of a.
I'm on both.
You know, Michigan. This is a fact. They've won 0 undisputed national championships.
Well, they won.
0.
They
won 2 years ago.
NCAA didn't take it away from
They
2 years
did.
ago. They cheated.
did.
Did they cheat? Yes.
Okay.
They did win it though.
All right.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying to win.
I wish we'd cheat more.
Yeah,
we need to cheat.
Yeah.
Like,
really need to
listen to
cheat
me. The best franchises are cheaters. All right, the best husbands and wives are cheaters.
I don't know if that's true. Hold on. Hey, that one don't seem.
All right.
Hey, all I'm telling you is.
All right, hang on. Wait a second.
Unless you get caught, you ain't did nothing wrong.
Ain't cheating. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So it's only cheating if you get caught.
It's only cheating if you're not good at it. If you're not good at, think about this.
Starting to question your weekly trips to Chicago.
No. Belichick.
Uh-huh.
Everybody look at him as the best coach of all time.
Uh-huh.
Always got some dust kicked up.
Always got something.
If it ain't the balls, if it ain't him trying to steal our signals, and we never looked at it like that because if our coach was trying to get an edge like that, we would agree to it too.
Sure.
Like if I need to sit in the back of the locker room and hit on a garbage can to let my corners know what's coming, I would have did it. Like whatever it took. Why do y'all think we signed a player the week after somebody cut him, knowing we finna play that team that week? We cut him so he could tell us what they like to do in the playbook, and guess what happened after that game? We cut him.
Damn.
I'll be goddamn. I guess I've learned some lessons here today.
Honest people don't win in America.
Fuck. Put that on a quote card. I like to think sometimes honesty can get you some, I'm starting to tell the truth.
Honesty gets you good energy.
Yeah.
But not instant gratification.
But you're a truth teller. I mean,
I'm a truth teller.
You don't care what anybody thinks about
but
you.
I do it because I don't care about hurting feelings.
Yeah.
And my dad is a preacher.
Yeah.
So
I can see that.
Yeah, my dad's a preacher, so I just look at it like
preacher's son telling everybody to cheat.
Everybody cheats.
I can't tell. He's still in Mississippi, but I can't tell people to do what they already doing.
Yes.
I can't tell them to do what I didn't invent this.
No, I guess you didn't.
No, I didn't.
It goes back a long way.
A long time now.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you were in the Olympics.
I was
the past couple years.
Yes.
When was that? 2 years ago? When was it?
No, this was last summer.
Last summer.
What year is it right now?
2025.
What year? 25.
In 24.
The Olympics were in 24.
The next one will be in 28.
Yeah,
that'll be in LA.
That's right. That was pretty cool. That was,
well,
if I'm remembering correctly, don't take this the wrong way, but that was like a surprise. Like you guys weren't necessarily during qualifying supposed to make it.
No, we I think before the qualifying started, I think people were giving us a 0.001%.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It. So me and Miles, we did a great job of working our asses off and making the Olympics. But to play in the Olympics underneath the Eiffel Tower, that's where our venue was.
Yeah, that's
most
right.
iconic, most iconic venue that I'll probably ever play in. Was really special and it was so cool.
Did you meet up with the NBA guys?
I mean, the Oak Street Beach in Chicago.
Oak Street Beach, yeah.
Eiffel Tower, kind of 1-1.
I did. I was able to catch up with them on opening ceremonies. That was the only time that I really saw them because they get their own hotel and their pool play games were somewhere else.
Was that weird? Was it like going back to high school when you're in college or something? Like it's like a different group of friends that are,
Yeah, for sure.
You're like I thought I switched jobs and now I'm going back to my old job.
Yeah, it was
it
was a fun interactive moment because those were like my brothers for so many years of playing against them and competing against them and being outside of that sport for so long and then coming back and seeing them and kind of just all being in the same boat of just being at the Olympics together was a really cool just acknowledgement.
Did you only play beach volleyball in like high school and did you play?
No,
what is it called? Indoor? Is that the
indoor? Yeah.
The other one?
I started with indoor volleyball And all through high school, I did indoor volleyball and basketball. Those were my 2 sports. And once I got to college, transitioned just into basketball. And then kind of the plan was when I was done playing basketball, I kind of fell in love with beach volleyball, and I wanted to go that route.
You were National Player of the Year in volleyball,
yeah,
right?
I was, yeah.
Crazy. How so? I think we're just kind of underselling it. Like, he played both sports, but he was like fucking awesome.
No, McDonald's All-American in basketball and national. It's incredible.
Yeah. Was it weird? I mean, obviously nowadays you see a lot of people centralizing on and they're like, from the time they're in middle school, they're just focusing on one sport. Do you think? Yeah, especially in your avenue, like they kind of fed off of one another, and you.
Yeah. I disagree with how like today's age is these young kids are just like they're getting pushed into only one sport at such a young age, and like sticking with it, and you see so many of these young kids kind of burn out just because they're just doing it for so long and so hard at a young age. And for me, I was able to play all these different sports, and for me, growing up playing volleyball and basketball, it helped me so much with just my footwork and athleticism and jumping and vision and everything. So like I give my basketball credit to volleyball and my volleyball credit to basketball.
Have you always been able to jump high? And I asked that because Hank was trying to. I think he gave up on that, trying to dunk. Like, do you think like some of the guys around here, if they had a dream of dunking a basketball, do you think that's something they could like work towards, or is it just like you got to be born with this great ability?
I don't think that I was born with it. I really think volleyball helped me. Yeah. I remember one summer where I played a lot of volleyball that summer, and I really did not play much basketball. And I was like borderline dunking at that point. And I came back into the fall playing basketball, and I was dunking with ease. And I was like, where did this come from? Like 1 foot, 2 foot, like no problem. Yeah. And I swear it's all because of that summer of just playing volleyball that whole summer.
Did you two ever share a basketball court in college? Did you ever?
Not in college, but
Ohio State and Arizona? Oh.
Not in college, but Brandon.
No, never.
All right, so that's your that's your AAU.
He was on a hell of an AAU.
So
he was on a hell of an AAU.
So I always talk about I always talk about there was one AAU team that always whooped our ass, and it was
that one right there.
These guys right there.
Thank you, Chase, and of course we have you remember the Big Five. You remember Greg Oden, Mike Conley, Daquan Cook, Eric Gordon, and me.
Dude, every time.
You remember the Big Five. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would only mention 4.
Yeah. Yeah, Daquan kind of didn't pan out.
But yeah, it was funny.
Who was on your team? You guys were absolutely.
It was me, Kevin Love, Taj Gibson.
Oh God.
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brandon Jennings, right?
We had Brandon Jennings.
Jeez.
You know, we had a couple tournaments. We had DeMar DeRozan, James Harden. Yeah, we had a squad. And like I said, like we beat everybody except for these guys.
You never beat them?
I don't think so. We didn't play them very much.
We didn't play very much. Yeah.
But when we did, we got our asses whooped.
Yeah.
Greg Oden was a monster.
Taylor King.
We had Taylor King.
Taylor King was
the prodigy
sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, went to Duke and then Nova, I think.
Now, how many of those wins were directly related to you?
Oh, I'd say all of them.
I'd
say all of them. I probably, if I know me, I'd. The water that day was
probably had 35 points.
The water I was given to Greg was probably the coldest that's ever been. I locked in for these games, Brandon. The slaps on the back. Good job, boys. Yeah, I remember playing you guys. We played you guys in Vegas, most like the big time. I think that was the
super elite like pool.
Yeah. It's hard not to look back on that era and feel like an old man, because I do feel like AAU basketball was so much more fun than it seems now. I don't know. I would like as a guy who's like in
more corporate now.
As a guy who's in it feels like more corporate. But I guess like all of our tournaments were sponsored by Reebok or something. So it was like the same sort of thing. But that was like the dawning of it. Yeah. That was sort of. It was still coming up, you know. So there's.
It was really cool though how AAU did it was they put the 4 best teams, and we all played in a pool together, and those games would be like the showcase games, you know, for the tournament, and then like we'd all be seeded 1 through 4 to start the single limb tournament. But it was really cool to play against the top teams, like to start these tournaments.
Yeah.
Cody texted us something during that interview. I don't know what he means.
All right, let's see what. Let's go to the Cody cam. Let's go to the Cody machine.
All right.
And he said, "Do you think Chase would like my volleyball swing?"
What?
What does that mean?
If we said yes, what would have happened next?
I would like to see your volleyball swing so we can judge for ourselves if.
Does he have a video?
Yes.
Is there a joke on swing?
Is he doing it in here? Is he
going to spike a ball into the studio?
Is it a small porch swing that he moves to H volleyball court to sit in while he watches volleyball? What are we talking about?
Oh, no.
I'd like to see Cody. I think raise your hand if you'd like to see Cody's volleyball swing. Wow.
I would like clarity on what this. Yeah. I would
what
like
this
clarity
looks like. Yeah.
Can I clarifying point?
Hands.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi, Cody.
I brought my friend.
Oh, that's.
Oh!
Hey, whoa!
That's not a volleyball. That's Eli Manning.
Why are y'all yelling in here? It's like so loud. It's like I'm trying to work out here. Y'all are distracted.
Wait a second.
Hey. Keep it down.
All right, we got it. Sorry, Eli. Apologize.
All right, thanks, Eli.
Eli, first play baseball.
What?
Why was Eli?
That was not his volleyball swing, right?
Sorry, what's just happened? That was not scripted. That was not. For those of you watching at home that were like, "Is this a planned thing that they did?" No, this was not.
What?
What just happened? What just happened?
Cody friends with Eli Manning.
Because when he turned the corner, he's also tall, and I thought, oh, well, he went and got Chase Budinger again, and we're going to do this again. That was Eli Manning.
How?
Cody?
So Cody was
Cody sitting on Eli Manning the whole time?
And did Cody explain this to Eli Manning? He's like, so here's the thing. I'm going to text them, volleyball swing. You pop in, tell them to keep it down.
Also, Cody just left without showing the volleyball.
Right, we still haven't seen the volleyball swing.
We got Eli Manning, which was fucking awesome, but
we got to get him back here.
We haven't seen him
here to talk about his dad.
Yeah.
Cody's dad? Wait a second.
Truly anything.
What is happening?
You never quite.
What is the show right now?
Yahoo! What?
Hi.
Did you see Eli Manning out there?
What's happening out there, Blutman?
What?
Is Eli Manning out there?
Is he?
I am so confused.
Why did the Okay. Not always, because I didn't know you when I was 15. But anyway, I've got something I've always wanted to ask you since you got to the business and became a huge star. Your dad is in conversation for greatest of all time. You are in conversation for greatest of all time.
Yep.
On the women's side. I can't think of another family in sports or entertainment that has two potential GOATs in their family. Do you ever think about that?
I know my dad does.
That's a yes. That was a huge yes. Yeah, that was. I thought about it this morning on the way here.
We need our own wing for the Hall of Fame.
The Flair, yeah.
The Flair
you
wing.
really do. Like, how many families have two that can have the claim, we are the GOATs of all time?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Like, Manning family has one guy that can do it.
Earnhart.
Who?
Earnhart.
Yeah, but Dale Jr. wasn't that great.
Really. No, he was
that
good,
dog was
but
so
not
good recently.
Isn't the Iditarod guys? Didn't we look into this?
I
the guys
don't
that
feel
run the
like
Iditarod?
I know I'm halfway through my career.
Okay.
I just don't think about it that way. Like, there's still so much more I want to accomplish, even though I'm flattered that people consider me in those talks.
So you think there will come a time where you start looking back, but this isn't time to look back yet?
No, I look back, but I'm just like, it's hard to be like, oh man, I'm considered, one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
And then to hear my name with my dad's is still like surreal to me.
If I were considered one of the best at something, I would wear it on my T-shirt every day. I would possibly tattoo it on my forehead.
I mean,
I would
look at the sign behind you.
I am tired.
Look at the sign directly behind Brandon. Not that he would ever self-promote.
I don't know, Charlotte. I don't know if you were aware of this, but I was ruled the #1 college football personality in America
by a now defunct Twitter
according to Twitter account @BigGameBoomer, and that was for 2023. You are. I wanted to ask you another thing. So this year you came back from the most significant injury of your career. How tough was that?
It was hard, but I learned a lot, and it just puts perspective that it could be taken away at any time.
What did you? So that's what you learned, the perspective.
Yeah, I mean, I'd never been away that long.
Yeah,
it was the first injury, so it was a long time. Jeez. I mean, I'd been out for like 2-3 months, but for 10 years, only one injury. Knock on wood.
You came back at the Rumble.
I did.
Yep. I have been lucky enough in this business to go to a couple of WrestleManias now, a couple SummerSlams, a couple of big events. This was my first Rumble this year in Indy. And I got to take my 16-year-old. How old is my daughter?
I think she's 16 because you just gave her a car.
That's right, my 16-year-old daughter. And we were sitting in the second row there in Indy, and when your music hit, she lit up like a firecracker. And I thank you for that. She was she loves like 7 or 8 of y'all. She doesn't get the concept of favorite wrestlers or rooting for somebody. She just loves everybody.
That's okay.
She loves you. She loves Bailey. She loves everybody. She loves Rhea Ripley. She loves everybody. So Chelsea
game
Green
lover.
She loves Chelsea Green. She's just a game lover. She loves the game. Anyway, let me do an ad. And
Well, what do you think of the Rumble?
The Rumble is my favorite historical event in all of wrestling.
Okay.
I love
and that was your first one you went to?
It was my favorite event every year, and I thought that was one of the best Rumble events of all time. Bottom line, it's my favorite thing I've ever been to. I didn't say wrestling event either. I said it's my favorite thing I've ever been.
Just full stop.
No, I just full stop. I'm sitting there. I don't know if y'all have heard it, but Tyrese Halliburton from the Pacers was sitting right in front of me. Kai Cenat was sitting right over there. You know, me and Kai Cenat go way back. Yeah, we're huge friends. We're buddies. We're contemporaries. Both being huge in the social media game. Just all kind of stuff was happening. Kurt Angle was sitting over here. Like, it was just a crazy thing. And then the event itself was you had surprises in the women's match. You had surprises in the men's match, and the title match between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens was great. Like, everything was phenomenal that night.
That was a ladder match, right?
That was a ladder match. Yes.
Yeah.
And Kevin Owens got planted through the ladder. It was I got a great parking spot. Had a good listen. If I get a good parking spot, the whole event is even better. Is the belt down here?
You're already you appreciate that more and more.
Charlotte, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you think when we go, and I won't be able to go because I have to go to Iowa tonight for a football game tomorrow. But TJ, the producer over there, is going tonight. A couple other people from Barstool are going. You think we'll be able to get that belt over there in the building?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
Because they wouldn't let me get it in the building at the Royal Rumble.
Really?
Well,
he maybe didn't try.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
So it was in my car, and I decided to leave it in the car just in case, and they wouldn't let it in.
So you were talking about Charlotte being maybe the best of all time in the Rumble. First one to ever win 2 Rumbles. How did that feel?
She probably knew that.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. How did that feel though? Is that something that
it's one of my talking points?
Do you live in that? Do you bask in it? Do you just try to like let it roll off and ignore it?
I don't know. I think it just adds pressure. Like how do I say this? Like, the resume is so big that I always want to deliver that big every time.
It makes sense.
Like, whether I only have 2 minutes or 30 minutes. It's like 2 Rumbles, the most SummerSlams, the most like, you're just like, oh, damn, every time I go out there, I hope I live up to the expectation of what,
That's actually it's an insane kind of mental headspace that you're privy to that literally only the best are privy to.
Yeah.
Like the idea that you could be so successful, that your resume would be so large that you're competing against yourself all the time and trying to better your own greatness.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It makes sense. It makes sense to me. I don't know. Oh, also, can I just say, sure.
No, but like, okay, here's an example. Like, I saw a stat last week where I haven't had really lengthy title runs.
Right.
I've had many, but not for like the longest reigning or anything like that. But I still have held a title the longest out of any female in the history, like holding gold.
Right.
Yeah.
Like all the days added up. Yeah.
Always said that about you, so that would.
Can I say something? We went to the National yesterday, like you said. You young gentlemen probably go out. I get hungover from walking now. Just want to
a lot of walking.
There's Ben McDonald.
There we go.
Somebody get up.
I'm getting up.
Get off the couch.
He needs to sit next to Ebo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's big boy.
How you doing? Good to see you. How you doing, Ben? Mark, good to see you.
Oh, I'm Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Okay.
Did you say Ben?
I just did the White Sox tape thing.
No, TJ, run it back. See if we can find that.
No. Right here, yeah.
I was saying.
Did you hear that? Hold on.
I just did the White Sox tape thing.
TJ, see if you could see if.
I don't think the mic's picked it up.
Here we go.
Make sure this phone is turned.
No, you got the
legend, dude.
Got the aftermath.
Get off the couch.
The legend.
He needs to sit next to
LSU
Evo.
great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's
great.
a big boy.
Long time ago, T-Bob.
Best announcer in the game. Best
Hold
flat
on,
top in the
hold
game.
on. Oh. Rewind it again. Hold on. Hey, hold on, everybody. We got to figure this out.
Oh, I'm Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Okay.
How you doing, Ben? Mark.
Anyway, hey Ben, how are you? Good to see you. Look at those camo Nikes he's got on his feet.
Yeah, I don't go anywhere without my camo.
That looks good. Are we enacting a camo rule on the show? You got to have camo.
Oh yeah, every guest is wearing camo.
Luke Combs the other day, and now
Luke Combs had his camo on, huh?
Yeah, 2 for 2.
Had his mossy oak coat.
Isn't he singing tonight? He's at a concert
at Lollapalooza. Yeah.
He's headlining. First ever country artist to headline Lollapalooza. Coming up. Wait, so Ben, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Very happy to have you here. I've been having Ben on my radio show back in Baton Rouge for many, many years.
But
now.
you never met him, right?
I never met him until Omaha.
Omaha.
We finally
About
got
a
to meet
month
each other in
ago,
real
yeah.
life in Omaha. I was 3 sheets to the wind. I was deep in my cups and very sunburned when we met. It was a very
warm.
good time.
It was warm in Omaha, but the Tigers were hot, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
They won another national
So
championship.
he's a Mississippi State guy.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, I love State. I do.
I know you do. You've always been fair to us.
Ron Polk, one of my favorite people ever. You know, when I was coming out of high school in Denham Springs, Louisiana,
shout out Denham Springs.
It was all about Mississippi State. Ron Polk, of course, it was Thunder and Lightning and Thigpen and Brantley and Clark and Palomero. And I actually visited Mississippi State and thought about going.
Wow.
And then some guy by the name of Bertman came to LSU, and I was like, oh, this guy might be okay. I'm going to give him a shot and stick around. So I ended up playing basketball and baseball. But, yeah, I love Mississippi State. I mean, at the time, it was Mississippi State that actually put the SEC on the map in baseball. That was, I mean, Ron Polk deserves that credit. And then, of course, Bertman came along and took it to a different place, but it was back in the late 80s. It was the SEC got noticed in baseball because of Ron Polk and Mississippi State.
Wow,
that's just so well said.
I know you've probably told the story a million times, but how did Skip convince you? What was his pitch to you over Polk to get you to stay home?
What really convinced me more than anything was my senior year of high school. It already was kind of sitting on the fence on where to go, but I always wanted to go to LSU. But then Skip came in his second year, took LSU to the College World Series in '86, and I went, okay, this Bertman guy might know what he's doing. He might be okay, you know. Of course, I wanted to play basketball because basketball was my love growing up. Like, I was probably one of these ADD kids before there was such a diagnosis. I like to get up and down the court, man. I like to move all the time. And so I went to LSU on a basketball scholarship, and, you know, and Dale Brown's speech to me was what kind of sold it too. He said, why go be a big fish in a little pond when you can be a big fish in a big pond? And of course, hunting.
I'll be damned. Wait a second.
I've been fishing all my life. I mean, that really just struck gold with me because that's all I knew of the outdoor. And I went, hey, I want to be a big fish.
So the size of the fish doesn't change. Usually,
with a bigger pond, you're still the
same size fish.
You're still the big. You want to be in a bigger pond. There's more space to swim. And
it just sounded
probably
cool
more
at the
available
time.
fish too.
Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out.
We had 2 college basketball players here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah, Titus played at Ohio
That's right.
State.
Yeah. What years were you?
I was at LSU 87, 88, and 89. Went to the Elite Eight in 87, and then I played a half a year in 88 before I took off for baseball.
I didn't realize you played that much. I mean, I didn't know you played. I knew you went there. I thought you transitioned to baseball almost immediately.
Well, the funny story is I because we went to the Elite Eight my freshman year in basketball, I didn't get out to the baseball season until SEC play had begun.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I only got to play half a year. And so the Olympics were coming up in 88 the following year. And Skip Bertman says, hey, I think you got a real shot of making the Olympic team, have a chance to win a gold medal, but you need to be out to baseball the entire year to be able to do it, to show them what you can do. You can't get a half a season in. So I go tell Dale, and I say, Dale, listen, I love you, man. But this summer in the Alaskan Summer League, that's where I went and played summer ball, fastball ticked up to 97, 98, and nobody was throwing that hard then.
Yeah.
And I was just going back from my sophomore year. And
I said, listen, I'm going to bow out of this basketball thing. And Dale was like, you're making a mistake. He said, I think you can play in the NBA.
No way.
Yes, he said, you are making a mistake. He said, matter of fact, I'm going to leave you on basketball scholarship for your sophomore year just in case you change your mind because I think you're going to come back. So the funny thing is he calls me like in October and goes, I need you to come back out. I was like, what's wrong? He goes, the whole team has come down with mono. We don't even have enough players to even practice. Will you please come out and just give us enough bodies to play and practice? I said, Coach, because you kept me on scholarship, I'll go back out, and I'm coming. But January 1, I'm going to baseball because I want to be on that Olympic team. I got to show him. He said, deal. And
so fix the mono now.
Wow. Right. So I went out and played, October, November, December with them. And when January 1 rolled around, I went out to baseball full time. And that was into the basketball stuff.
What kind of basketball player were you? Were you a back to the basket guy, or were you a slasher?
In high school, being 6'6", 6'7", of course, I played inside.
Yeah.
And then when I got to LSU, I actually was recruited to go play outside, and Ricky Blanton and Nikita Wilson and all those guys were there, and I was going to shoot out because I could shoot it a little bit from the outside. But, of course, I get there, and Ricky Blanton blows out his knee first week of practice, and Nikita Wilson goes out on grades. And so Ben McDonald at 6'6", 6'7", in the SEC is starting his freshman year for LSU in basketball the first 10 games of the year. And so I got some play. So I ended up having to go inside and play because of academic probation and a guy boy, and then eventually transitioned out to the wing where I probably should have been playing the whole
Boy,
time.
the LSU basketball program sounds like a mess that first year.
Elite
Eight. Mono and guys.
It was Elite Eight with a bunch of guys that never even made it to the NBA. Nikita Wilson was a good player. Jose Vargas, you probably remember. Daryl Joe, Anthony Wilson. But it wasn't dudes that played in the NBA. It was Dale Brown magic is what it was.
That was before I guess that was the year before Chris Jackson got there.
Yes, Chris came first.
Yeah.
Mahmoud Abdul Rauf,
and Stanley Roberts and Shaq.
I would have loved to play with Shaq. That'd have been fun.
Yeah,
that would have been fun. Just dump it inside the big fella when they triple team him, kick it.
Remember, I had two of them. I had Stanley Roberts.
Yeah,
and he was bigger than Shaq.
Dude, I used to go over there. I used to go over there and watch. Because I was still in school, watch those practices with Stanley and Shaq. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, playing volleyball at the rim.
And I'm going to tell you what, Stanley would put Shaq in tears.
I know, he was bigger.
He was better. He was bigger, and he was better than Shaq. He had more moves. Of course, Shaq had the athletic ability and obviously would end up doing what he did. But Stanley was a better basketball player than what Shaq was his freshman.
Shaq was a little bit of a beanpole, but not comparatively speaking.
Yeah, compared to
what he became. Yeah, at the time.
Well, then Chris Jackson's probably like the best forgotten player.
Chris
of all
Jackson's
time.
the best college basketball player I've ever watched.
He
people don't talk about him.
He's
anymore.
like pull up the connective tissue from like Maravich to Steph Curry.
Pull up Chris Jackson's stat. This Basketball Reference college.
Yeah, he was Steph Curry before there was Steph Curry. Yeah, I mean, I never saw a guy that could elevate so quickly and get a shot off right in somebody's grill.
The quickest release you'll ever see.
Never seen anything like that. I mean, kid averaged 30 points a game his freshman year.
Freshman year. Yeah,
that's unheard of.
That's a ball knower's answer if you ask like the best freshman in college basketball history.
Yeah.
You say him, that's your guy.
It's a Scooter Jeanette play.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Ben, I got a question for you. So last night, Shohei Ohtani, they're still working him in. He ends up leaving the game with cramps. I think it was like 50-some pitches, Evo?
Yeah, something like that.
What?
3 1/3.
What was your average amount of pitches you would throw in an LSU game?
Ooh, LSU until I got the last out.
So what? Like
depending on you?
Yeah, they even count.
It was as high as 163.
What?
Oh my God!
But the average at LSU in 9 innings was probably about, I would say 125-ish, 130 would be the average. Yeah, but I mean, it started way before that. And look, we didn't count pitches, and I'm not giving Skip a hard time about this because I wasn't the only one in my time doing it. But look, I threw all 13 innings of a semifinal game in high school. In the state championships and threw 221 pitches in one night, all 13 innings, and then closed the next day in the state championship game. And then my sophomore year at Denham Springs High School threw a complete game to get us to the state championship, and then our ace, who was a senior, blows out in the first inning, and I threw the next 7 innings just 2 hours later, threw 14 innings. And so, it started before then, and people make a big deal, and look, Skip took a rap, for what happened to me and my injuries and all that kind of stuff. And then I did throw. I mean, I threw 352 innings, and 16 months. From my sophomore year at LSU to the Olympic team to right back my junior year, I threw 352 innings in 16 months as a 20-year-old, And did it lead to me breaking down? Probably. I probably did. But we didn't know it. I wasn't the only one doing it. And so I don't blame Skip. I mean, I was a competitor like you are and like you guys were. Skip would say, hey, can you get me out? I go, damn right, give me the ball.
Yeah,
give me a minute.
Do it.
Give me a minute to get loose, And so, and look, but it even happened in the big leagues. And they don't take care of your arms, even in the big league level. It's much better now than what it was, but even then there was some sketchy things going on even at the big league.
Is there part of you though when you see guys like Mizorowski go out and it's like he's only throwing 3 innings that day? You're like, I'd love to see it pushed a little bit more. Like, are they maybe being too cautious with guys?
This is what's concerning me about Major League Baseball. I feel like we're in a time where we are protecting our pitchers more than we ever have. And what I mean by that is less pitches, less innings pitched, less all those things. We don't hardly have anybody throws 200 innings in the big leagues anymore. Like, it's maybe 2 or 3 guys a year that do it, which is unheard of. We'd have 2 or 3 guys on every team that used to do it. But yet I feel like we're protecting them more than we ever have, but yet we've got more injuries than we've ever had too. And so like it's weird to me. Now, there's a lot of different reasons why I think. I mean, we're chasing velo. Velo is king, and everybody's chasing that. You guys know that. We're chasing spins and shapes and all these kind of things, trying to make the ball move, because now we know from an analytical standpoint what velocities and what movement consistently gets big league hitters out. And so now we're chasing those things. And there's a lot of pitchers out there that are chasing shapes and making their arms do different things that's not natural to do. And I've had big league, I'm not going to mention any names, but I have big league pitchers that say, hey, these certain pitches they're showing it hurts my arm to throw it, but I know if I don't throw it, I'm not going to get big league hitters out, and my ass is going to be down.
And I'm not going to get paid. I'm not going to
I'm going to get sitting in mine. So I'm willing to risk potential arm injury to try to make the ball move like I want it to move, so I can stay in the big leagues. And so it's a tough spot for players to be in.
But if everybody's chasing the same thing, is there maybe going to is a lane going to develop for the guys who don't throw super hard? But like, I'm a Cubs fan, so a guy like Kyle Hendricks comes to mind.
Yeah.
Like how he had success, which is location, and he throws a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. But
that's a great point. And look, I think we're going to start transitioning back into what I call pitching. We're in a phase now where we're out stuffing hitters. My stuff is better than yours. I'm not even shooting for the corners. The plate's 17 inches wide. My stuff is good enough. I'm not even catcher sets in the middle part of the plate. I was talking to our pitching coach about a month ago, and I go, Frenchie, I said, why are we setting in the middle of the plate no matter what the score is and what the count is? He said, you want to know the truth? I said, yeah. I said, it's driving me crazy. I said, we didn't pitch like it. He said, the average big league pitcher right now, Ben, misses his spot by 11 inches.
Wow.
So think about that. He said, so think about this. I'm putting the glove in the middle part of the plate because I know our pitchers aren't good enough to hit that spot. They're going to miss 11 inches here, 11 inches here, 11 inches here, or 11 inches here. I said, well, now it makes sense. He said, think about it. If I set up on the outer third like you guys used to and we missed by ball 1, ball 2. Set up in the middle, he might hit the corners a little bit, but it's going to be around it. So I went, wow. I said, so and that just goes back to the point of we're not pitching. Now, there are certain guys that are still pitching out there. They're control and command guys, but it's more, especially when you get to back in the bullpens, here it is, see if you can hit it. My stuff is better than what you can do at home plate. I'm just going to outstuff you and beat you, and that's kind of where we are right.
Hey! Oh shit! Let's go!
What's up, man?
Yo, what's up, man?
Wow.
Mark. Nice to meet you.
All right.
Holy
It's Luke Combs.
What's up?
That's
Yeah,
Luke
dude,
Combs.
chilling.
That's just Luke Combs over there.
Luke Combs.
All right. Hey, man. What's up?
I'll just pop in.
I appreciate
I'm
that.
allowed to pop in, but I'll just pop in.
That's
you
Luke
know?
Combs.
Is that Mossy Oak camo?
It is.
Wow, look at that.
It is. I'm Mossy Oak. I know you're a state guy.
I am a state guy.
Yeah.
Not only a state guy, I'm from West Point.
Yeah.
Which is where Mossy Oak is from. You ever been there?
Many times.
Really?
Yep.
Mossy Oak's West Point thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Mossy Oak and Brandon Walker. That's what we're known
That's
for.
oh wow.
Mossy Oak. Yeah,
I'd say
big time.
Brandon Walker's probably past Mossy Oak at this point, but we're not keeping score.
Yeah, dude, it's Kentucky's stacked. Kentucky's stacked state, in my opinion.
Texas has got to be stacked, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Texas has to be.
Texas
way up
is stacked. I mean, obviously George. Is
Does Tennessee do dudes come from Tennessee or they go to Tennessee?
No, there's a lot of there's a lot of guys from Tennessee. Chesney, Wallen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tennessee guys
Okay.
are from Tennessee. I mean, at most everybody comes there.
Is it still like do you feel like a territorial thing with that? Because I know you're a proud North Carolina guy. Is that like a thing on the scene that like?
No,
like you're prideful about that
everybody
amongst each other.
I don't know. It's like moving to Nashville is like going to the draft kind of.
Oh,
like you know what I mean? Like you like it's like every day is the draft combine.
Holy shit, that's a great way of looking at it. Yeah,
like you come there and it's like everybody's trying to do the best they can every day to try to get noticed.
So Nashville is a constant draft combine.
Yes, musically speaking.
Dude, they should kind of have that.
They should change it from Music City to Combine.
The Combine City.
I feel like American Idol maybe is the more commercialized.
I guess that's probably right.
Yeah,
you know,
people have taken this idea. I guess we didn't invent this idea at all.
They should have a competition where people sing their chance at a recording.
They show off their voice. What would they call it?
I don't know how to frame this question other than to say, like, you seem extremely authentic. I mean, you're wearing the camo, you're talking about Mossy Oak, the hunting and all that. Like, and there is a thing with like country guys now; they don't seem quite as authentic.
Sure.
But one thing I would like to ask you, Luke, is how do you? Because I grew up in Indiana around a bunch of country guys. I'm not exactly like I'm a poser, but I know a bunch of guys that are that way. How does a guy like you get into singing? Like, how does, because it like you're fucking awesome, but was this like were you like a professionally trained guy? Was this like something that you got put on a track, or were just?
I got into singing. I don't know, man. It's like you don't really get into like being tall. Like you just I just sang.
Yeah.
Like as soon as my voice could like make noise, I was singing.
You're just singing,
all the time. I just whatever. Like my parents were always listening to music, so that obviously helped.
Yeah,
but I just sang all the time when I was a kid. For whatever, I always got trouble in elementary school for humming or like in the middle of class. Like
and did you have the Nashville dreams as a kid, or were you just like I just like singing?
I didn't have the Nashville dream. I didn't have any direction towards where I am now until I was probably 21.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I'd sang all the time. I sang in choir all the time, sang in church all the time, just sang. Any chance I had to sing, I sang. And I liked it, and I didn't even know I was even any good at it until like high school.
Probably. That's kind of what I was getting at, is because you seem like a guy, dude. Every time I watch you sing, it's like this guy just feels like he's like just like woke up and he's like, I can just sing.
Doing it for fun.
Yeah, it really is, man. It really
to be honest, I started doing this a few years ago. I'm just fucking awesome at it.
It's like the guitar was the thing that started. Once I taught myself to play in college, it was like, oh man, I was like, this is like, you know, I played a couple shows here and there.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is really fun. Like, I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah.
People are really enjoying this, and I can make a living doing it.
Yeah. You didn't play till college?
Yeah, I didn't play any shows until, I didn't play guitar at all till
That's
I was
what I'm
21.
saying.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
You just picked up guitar at 21. I always think
Yeah.
of an instrument like a language. Like you almost have to learn it when you're younger.
Yeah, I'm not very good at it, but I'm good enough to get by. You know, like I can do the basics. You know, I would compare it to like almost anyone can grab a basketball and put a shot up at the goal.
Basketball is easy.
But the difference between me and Billy Strings is so beyond anything. Like I am just a guy at the YMCA, and he is.
Okay.
You know, he is like the, Pat Mahomes, dude. You know what I mean? Like, as far as guitar.
Yeah.
As far as guitar skill-wise goes, that's the difference in our.
Can Pat Mahomes shoot a basketball? Have we seen that?
So you're the guy at the YMCA shooting basketball, and you're compared to Patrick Mahomes. I think we crossed the sports there for a second.
Right. Hold on. Okay.
Hold on. I'm not the equivalent.
Jordan.
Huh. Yes, okay, all right.
Steph Curry.
All
Right. He's Steph Curry, and I'm a guy at the Y that's, 35. that didn't play basketball even in high school.
Can I handle a little show business real quick? Just
of course.
Real quick.
Of course.
Ebo, stop sitting up so tall.
Yeah.
You're not that you're not that tall. You're not that big.
Yeah.
He's not going to make you look so small. Just relax, okay? Relax your shoulders. You don't have to be something you're not right now.
Nervous?
Get the traps going though, dude. I mean, you got.
He doesn't have traps.
He is kind of jacked. I agree with Luke.
Also,
Ebo's low key kind of swole.
Oh, that's also my first day as a mustache guy.
Oh, dude, it's ripping.
Yeah, thank you.
You look like you've had it for 4 years.
Thank
It looks great.
Yeah, but Luke,
You can't introduce it yourself, Ebo.
You don't. You can't.
You can't say, "Hey,
walk
everybody,"
around and be like, "Hey, everybody, I'm a mustache guy."
Hey, Luke,
mustache guy.
Check me out. I'm a mustache guy now.
It's new me today.
To be fair, though, he's doing it on the day Titus came back, and look at that mustache.
Yeah, that one's hard to beat. That is hard to beat. You're up against it's a tough.
He's got a little bit of lead.
Like a guy at the Y and
And you're the guy at the Y putting up shots, and I'm Tiger Woods.
hey, I don't know where this is going, but this is what I thought of. So I usually try to lead with those two.
I got a title.
Oh, okay.
I got a title for a song.
What
You could just write. You don't have to do anything with it right now. Just put it down in the notebook, and we can
Okay.
go forward with it. Dead October.
Come on.
Dead October.
Dead October.
That could be a relationship.
I feel like that was directed at you.
Yeah,
take that wherever you want.
Been the whole show.
You can
Can
take
you
that wherever
imagine
you want.
a summer of love or something that just turns the leaves?
There's a
begin to
lot of
fall.
directions you could take that.
You got so much hope.
Yeah.
And then it just dies.
And then it just dies.
Yeah.
All you have to do.
It's gray outside.
It's like you do something for 160 something days.
Maybe there's something where it's like all you really need to do is just get to first base, and
By the way,
and you tried to go home and you can't go home.
He is doing a joke. That's also
Dead
a sick
October.
ass.
That's what I'm
sick
saying.
ass title.
It's a pretty
Dead October. Yeah.
It's a pretty sick ass title.
Pretty great title.
You got a song, and country music is steeped in the history of songs about going to the bar and drowning your sorrows, and you got a song called Bar None, right?
Yeah.
And I saw that, and I'm like, 70, 80, 90 years of country music, how has nobody had a song called Bar None yet? That's a perfect title.
That the first time I heard the song, and this is like the problem with being a songwriter, it's so tough to me. I wish I could go back and listen to music the way, like when I fell in love with the way I used to listen to music, because now I'll either see a title or I'll hear like a verse and I'll immediately start thinking like, all right, where are they going to go with this? Like, how are they going to do this? When I read Bar None, it never crossed my mind. A buddy of mine wrote that song and sent it to me, and I listened to it the first time. When I got to the chorus, I was like, how in the hell have I been writing songs for 15 years and never wrote that right there?
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen a ton. So.
Well, here's your chance, buddy.
Dead October.
Dead October.
I mean, that is.
Dude, Dead October's
That's actually.
You can still work with that, man.
A lot of things. Yeah.
That's a great title.
You're right, Brandon. It could be a summer love song. That like now it's October. And
all the hope of the summer, everything that you thought was going to happen with this relationship.
We went on 162 dates together.
162 dates. Everything's good. You even had a couple of dates. You had a date in the fall last week. You've had a couple recently. We had relationships that almost got all the way a couple years ago in October, but for whatever reason,
couldn't get to first base.
Every time you get to October,
get to first base.
I mean, it's not that great of a title, guys.
It's a pretty good title.
It's not that good of a title.
Would you mix in a line about going to UCLA or something too, potentially?
Yeah. UCLA. You saw LA. We saw LA.
Mm-hmm.
It started in LA.
Yeah.
West Coast to East Coast kind of thing.
All these giants out here.
Jordan's next massive hit is just trolling Connor. It's just every line of the song.
We might write it for you.
Jordan wouldn't do that to me.
99.9% of the world
There's no shot.
Just thinks it's just like just a general song about love or something. And every mostly sports fan is just like, God damn, he's going.
I have a feeling that he's writing about Game 5.
Jordan, if we write Dead October, will you at least look at it?
100%.
You'll just look at it, right?
100%.
You would never do that.
Yeah. Well,
you would never write that song.
I would never play it, but I would look at it.
Yeah.
Brandon's a good writer.
Yeah.
I'm an award-winning writer.
Yeah.
I'm a speech writer.
What awards?
I wrote country songs in college to try to get pussy. Didn't work.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't work. I wrote like 3.
You may have been before the like.
No. Here's what happened. I wrote like 3, and there's this girl. Her name was Chrissy. She was from Laurel, and Chrissy from Laurel. She was a thick gal, and this thick gal loved country music, and I wrote a couple. I wrote 3 of them, and then she was like, "Oh man, I love this. You're so talented. Do you have any more?" And I'm like, "Fuck," and I start. That was right when the internet was really kicking up. I started just going and looking up country music artists that weren't quite big enough. Like Michael Peterson was one.
Yeah.
And I would just like take the 9th song off his album and be like, I came up with this one last night. See if you like this one.
Can you remember the titles of any of
the ones I stole?
The ones you wrote?
The ones I wrote? Stole? I wrote one called Miles from Anywhere. That was my number one.
Hey, that's great.
My number one
great title.
Yeah. So I can find it for you, but I'm not going to.
I think we should jump on stage tonight. And
it didn't.
Debut it.
God, I would love to come tonight. I gotta go to Champaign. I believe you won your first world title in WWE, not the ECW one, but the first WWE world title in 2008 or 2008, right? I believe it was 2008. So my question is
8, 9, something like that. 8 sounds right.
Back then you were 29 years old and you're on top of the business. Now you're 46.
Where's this going?
47 years old. What's the difference in being on top then as opposed to being on top now?
Oh gosh, I definitely think when I won the belt the first time, it was just like, I need to hold on to this thing, and I need to prove to everybody like why I'm the champion. And it's like almost this unhealthy obsession with it, and not living in the moment, always thinking ahead, like what's coming next, how can I further, raise my stock and prove to people that I belong here. And there's absolutely none of that now. I'm pretty secure, and like you know who I am. I have the empirical data to prove that I am exactly everything I've ever said I was, to back it up. So this time I'm just kind of in the moment. I'm just loving it, just staying present.
So was that like a combative thing back then? You like look in the mirror and say, all right, what's next? I'm going to prove it again. And now you're just like, all right.
I mean, it was definitely combative with me, but it was also combative with like everybody else too. Yeah.
Is it, do you, and I know you said you've kind of grown past that where you have enough accolades in the past, but do you feel like the younger guys now have that combative nature? Like, it should be me. I want it right now.
Some do and some don't. I mean, the business is radically changed. So it's like, it was a different place when I signed than when I debuted, and then when I came back. Like it's such a radically different place. The thing with the title too is also it means you made more money. Mm-hmm. That does not exist anymore.
Oh really?
No, it's I mean, it's good and bad. Mm-hmm. Like we all make more money now, which is thumbs up.
Making money's sick.
Yeah. It can be, but my paycheck was always predicated on how many people were in the building.
Yeah.
So I was driven towards ticket sales and the business of it. And when you're in the main events, you got paid more money. And now everyone's just kind of on salary. So I think that's good and bad. It's good for the boys, but also I feel there's not the same ambition, I always wanted to be in the main event because it got me more money, and now I think now I don't care if I'm the opening match because I'm still going to make the same, and I can shower and watch the show now.
Are you, so I know chasing that WrestleMania main event was something that you really aspired to for a long time. Are you satisfied now? Or you still got something out there that you're pushing towards?
Oh no, I'm a very competitive and driven person. I'm goal oriented. But like I main evented WrestleMania, and again, like I said before, the big hang up was, well, if I main event WrestleMania, I get paid more money. Mm-hmm. And like I said, now, not so much. So. I'm 100% satisfied.
Would you like to see Mark Titus dressed up as CM Punk?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me. Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty sick.
Oh, is that? Wait, did you?
I bought that.
Okay, so that's the outfit. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But you had him rolled up. I was like, wait.
Probably won't love the occasion. I don't think.
I mean, sure, you're probably.
Oh yeah. That's when I had front row seats too.
Yeah.
By the way, I thought you were gonna shoot on us that night.
Why?
We were. It was in the middle of your Drew McIntyre feud.
I legitimately thought that was me. That's crazy.
Oh. Yeah, no, he looks just like you.
Yeah,
he looks exactly.
I mean, not there, but there. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
That is crazy. You need more bags.
Yeah, to get the bags under the guys?
You got to get some more baggage.
Yeah, working on that.
Yeah, he had 21 and a half beers.
Yeah.
Every time I see somebody wearing that outfit, they're always drinking. It's
I did it.
It's like it's
so
a thing.
we did the case race, and we were all dressing like wrestlers. And I look of all the wrestlers, I look like you the most. So I was like, that makes total sense that I would just be CM Punk for this thing. And it didn't even cross my mind what I was doing.
What are you not going to drink?
I hammered 21 beers, and then I woke up the next morning, and someone pointed out, they're like, "That's hilarious that you drink 21. You know he doesn't drink, right?" And I was like, "That's right." I picked the one wrestler that doesn't drink, but.
That one picture that I'm in the background there, I have she's 16 now, she's 17 now, but I have my daughter, and it was right at the height of your Drew McIntyre. You had the feud of the year last year, right?
Yeah.
And you were doing the thing where he ended up laying you out later in the show and dropping you at the. But you did a promo at the beginning, and you were looking around. We were in Chicago. Drew hadn't come back yet, and my daughter's a huge Drew McIntyre fan. She was in the front row wearing a Drew McIntyre shirt.
Oh, she's the one.
And I saw your eyes look at that shirt, and I was like, I hope he doesn't say anything about my poor daughter.
No, I was probably just more blown away that somebody bought a Drew McIntyre shirt. I was like, she's the one.
That's her guy, man. I don't know. I took her on vacation a couple years ago, and she just kept. She was like reading a book, and I said, "What are you doing?" She's reading Drew McIntyre's book. She loves Drew McIntyre. What were you gonna say?
What's left to conquer in Chicago for you? Like what?
Wrigley Field.
Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
In what way?
Wrestle at Wrigley Field.
Just wrestle at Wrigley Field. Oh my God.
Sick.
Yeah. I'm putting that one out in the universe right now. The executives at Wrigley are chomping at the bit. They want a WWE show. The problem with it, and I'll throw Major League Baseball under the bus. Sorry, is they won't release the schedule for the coming.
Does she play for the Cubs?
No. She's just my publicist.
She's got to put out the fires.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
He's got his flamethrower out.
So you're on the phone already. Like, he's talking too much again. They won't release the schedule until they want to, so we can't get a jump start and look at dates and stuff like that. Yes, Wrigley hosts concerts in the summertime and stuff like that, but they won't give us a big enough head start to figure out dates. It's why I was kind of rooting for the Dodgers to win the World Series to further solidify the lockout in 2027. Because I'm
you want a free Wrigley up.
100% selfish. If there's no baseball in 2027, that means I'm selling out Wrigley Field. I've sold out every place in Chicago with a roof, so now I got to go to these outdoor places. And Wrigley to me is church. It's got a little bit of wrestling history. There were some matches there. They used to wrestle at Old Comiskey too. So I'm looking forward to that. That's what I have to conquer in Chicago.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Who did Old Comiskey? Awesome. Was that AWA? Did they do Old Comiskey? Or was it Chicago-based wrestling?
No, AWA might have ran Comiskey, but I'm talking like, I don't know who promoted it, or if it was just like on the DuPont network or whatever it was, but like I'm talking like 40s and 50s, like Fez and Gene Knitsky, and like I'd have to look up who exactly wrestled at Wrigley or Comiskey.
See, I wasn't around for that.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if it was in the 60s. I think it was before that.
All right, well, boys, any questions? TJ, you're secretly geeking out over there.
We talked about John Cena's retirement tour.
Yeah.
When you think about your career down the line, how do you envision your last match coming to form? Who do you envision as maybe people that could be worthy of having a last match with you one day?
That one's so hard to answer. That's like a huge I don't know, because everything is constantly changing, and this is also fleeting. That's why I say I'm in the present right now. I'm just trying to enjoy every single day. I go out there and perform, whether it's just on the microphone or in the ring, like it's my last time, just because I don't know. You never know what's going to happen. That also, I think, lends credence to why the Cena thing is so special, because he just mapped it out and said, this is it.
Yeah.
Come hang out, see me for the last time, and I'm done. I've often said that me and him are on the same path. I don't have an expiration date on it, but I do know that, like the road is a lot shorter ahead of me than it is behind me. So we're going to see what happens. But as far as like who I wrestle for the last time, man, I really have no idea.